redo everything. Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory, because today we're going to be commencing episode 5 of Eating Brand Way to Optimal Health as a former raw vegan. And as you guys unequivocally know, in this series I shed light on the benefits appertaining to consuming fruits and vegetables in this series. So before we get started real briefly, I wanted to commence a little digression. Now, what am I going to talk about? Well, I implemented some lifestyle changes that I wanted to briefly address and gloss over. So at the moment, I'm now sleeping on the floor. Sleeping on the floor it improves blood circulation. It reduces your chances of succumbing to overheating, and it helps realign your spine. Furthermore, it's more natural for your body. It's easier to sleep on the floor rather than sleeping on a sofa or mattress. It's more convenient and it's more economical, to say the least. Unfortunately, to my dismay, my room is not spacious. An elliptical and treadmill take up all the space in the room, and that forces me to sleep on the floor by the door, to sleep in an enclosed environment. Now, unfortunately, to my dismay, my lock is defective. It's a chintzy, shoddy lock, and because of that, I have no way of preventing the door from being open. So my family members don't demonstrate a modicum of courtesy towards me. They barge in, and whenever they barge in, the door slams against my feet, and it induces chronic inflammation. So it causes severe pain. And there's nothing that I could put between my foot and the door to create a buffer, and there's no open space in my room other than the space right near the door. So I sleep diagonally like a bishop at an angle, and it's just an abhorrent, appalling, egregious, painful experience when they disturb my slumber, prevent me from getting REM sleep, and slam the door into my foot. They don't have the courtesy to knock prior to the advent of them slamming open the door. So there's nothing I can do to remedy that. I have no recourse, but it is what it is. So something else that I've been doing is, what else have I been doing? Well, yeah, I've been succumbing to work in the night shift. This wasn't the position I applied for, but because they're so understaffed and undermanned, they're transferring me to the night crew, or they transferred me to the night crew. So I work this in conjunction with my side hustle, and I've been struggling to upload 100 videos per day, plus sustain working a normal 40-hour-a-week job during the night. So it's really been burdensome, and it's really been an onerous on my end to work 2 jobs, not get enough sleep, not eat enough, and remain destitute, indigent, and impoverished. But it is what it is. So let's just move on. I apologize about digressing and getting off topic. The trajectory of this video should be focused on eating the food. But before we do so, I've replenished my bowl. I haven't eaten now for over 56 hours. And as you guys know, it's filled with cauliflower, zucchini, yellow squash, broccoli, okra, radishes, hearts of palm, a peach. The cucumbers I put in the bowl later, as well as the coconut shreds, avocados, and some other ingredients that I neglected to mention. And the reason why I'm going to refrain and desist and abstain and eschew putting them in the bowl at the moment is because I don't want them to further oxidize. And as you guys know, the food is submerged in water, so that oxidation is retarded. And you want to be able to retard oxidation so that your food succumbs to less free radical damage. So eating these foods will bolster my health, so imbue me with energy, and I want to be able to demonstrate indefatigable energy, and I want to be able to rekindle my energy, and I want to be able to revitalize my body and safeguard my telomeres and attenuate the deleterious effects appertaining to being exposed to ionized radiation and electromagnetic radiation. So that will help me mitigate some of the hazards appertaining to being exposed to radiation and oxidation. So I hope that these foods will help me mitigate free radical damage, ionized radiation, and other environmental hazards, such as carcinogens that pervade a household that is tainted with them. So, as you guys know, these foods are devoid of neurotoxins, endocrine disruptors, carcinogens, and noxious, deleterious compounds. Only lethal ingredients they contain are the invisible pesticides and insecticides that their skin is tainted with. But it is what it is. I washed off roughly 15% of the pesticides and insecticides with scorching, boiling hot water. You can only wash off roughly 15% of the pesticides. So let's get into this. As you guys know, this is all uncooked. I let everything thaw out. I don't want to decimate the enzymes. So I don't want the enzymes to become mutilated, to say the least. And I want the integrity of the nutrients to not be compromised. Radiating the food, cooking it, scorching it, compromises the nutrient profile of the food and compromises the integrity of the food. I want my fruits and vegetables to be stiff and not tender. And I want their nutrients to remain intact and not get raised. Starting out with foods with a high level of alkalinity, which is a cauliflower. I'm getting my phytonutrients, vitamins, minerals, and some micronutrients by eating the cauliflower. I'm also assimilating plant-based enzymes, and I'm fluctuating every morsel to help minimize digestive stress and prolong the meal. As per the bulk of my macronutrients, such as fat, I don't eat anything carbohydrate dense nor protein dense. I'll get that later through eating the avocados. And then by eating these fruits and vegetables, I'll increase my intake of flavonoids and other salubrious compounds that fruits and vegetables are oversaturated with. The vegetables in this bowl are calorie diluted, as well as the fruits. My calorie dense fruits such as olives, coconut shreds, and avocados, all plain, I save for the bitter end. So to optimize the absorption of nutrients, to minimize digestive stress, to ease the digestive process, you start off with your acidic fruits and your subacidic fruits, and then your sweet fruits, and then you eat your plant-based protein foods and your plant-based carbohydrates if you so choose to, and then your plant-based fats. If you have any melons that you want to consume them separately, not in tandem with your meal. So I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to unfortunately consume the rest off camera, but hopefully these fruits and vegetables will give me the energy to sustain my job. I don't know if I can sustain it. It's almost unbearable and induces severe inflammation. I'm hauling heavy objects. I'm standing for 8 hours per day. I'm doing everything in my power to mitigate the deleterious effects appertaining to standing all day. So I try to contract my legs. I try to sit down real quickly when I can, even though my manager gets agitated and irritated and vexed when I do so. And he expects me to work like Speedy Gonzalez and to do the work of 2 to 3 people because they're understaffed. And I don't want to wind up with varicose veins. So I'm trying to get the blood flow more easily to my cerebral cortex by swaying from side to side when I contract my legs. so that it's not all relegated in my legs. And I don't know if it's sustainable, but hopefully this food will help me sustain the drudgery and the onerous albatross and the inexplicably abhorrent burden of working a job that requires strenuous manual labor. So I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.